Hello! I'm back today with a little bit of an update on food minimalism, and the reason for that is in the past 3 months I tried implementing a more conscious way of buying groceries and meal planning and budgeting and stuff like that in order to not buy excessive amounts of food for no reason and just try to find a more balanced and just a more conscious way to buy groceries. The reason why I felt that this video was necessary to make is because I feel like I got to the point where I really noticed some changes and I really learned a lot more about myself and my relationship to how I feel about food and why I buy certain things. That is a disclaimer that I wanted to say in the beginning, that all the stuff that I said about buying groceries in a more conscious way and meal planning and everything about that, I stand by those. I just realized that I am probably not the type of person who can do this to 100%. And the reason for that is when you are implementing decluttering in other areas of your life, the point of that is to find joy, to find what you really like and to keep that and only that. So what I realized, especially in the past 2 weeks, is that I really love cooking and baking. And I feel like this was something that I never consciously realized and I never really paid attention to the way I should have. Somewhere back in my mind, I always thought that this was just something that I did when I didn't really have anything else to do and when I was feeling nervous. It was kind of a way for me to relax. I never really thought of it as something serious that is coded into me or that I actually seriously like. So since I thought that this passion that I have for baking is not really that serious, it's just something that I do, I thought it would be a good idea that since I don't have an oven right now, I will probably have an oven in about 1 month. Wow, it is so nice to think about. Okay, so since I don't have an oven right now, it would be nice to try and downsize on other areas in the kitchen. But I realized that I seriously get so much joy out of trying different flavors and just trying new foods and preparing new foods and things like that I cannot seriously stick to a very strict meal planning. And with that realization, it didn't come that I just flipped out and bought everything, because I feel like that this journey was a really nice way to learn how to actually question everything that I'm buying and question what really matters and just feel more conscious, as I've said so many times, about everything that I'm buying. So the main point that I realized is that I seriously love baking and cooking. And actually my boyfriend had kind of a similar realization about this, that he likes to try different foods and meals and stuff like that. And what I wanted to share with you in this video, how the different points of buying groceries more consciously and preparing food in a more conscious way is going in that regard, because I don't feel like I gave up everything about this new system. So I think when I started this entire journey, I had 3 main points about what I wanted to do. So the first point is budget, the second one is meal planning and conscious shopping, and the third one is only buying what is necessary. So these are the 3 main points that I want to address now. So the first one is budget. And my opinion of setting a budget is, I think that you should really always set a budget for yourself if you have any goals related to having a more conscious food shopping experience. Because it really puts stuff into perspective, and I still stand by my philosophy of first starting with a stricter budget, because that is when you can really realize what you can do with that budget and what you actually need to make yourself happy if buying certain types of food makes you really happy. Because as I've said, I have to admit that I really love cooking, and that is why I really love buying different ingredients. However, and I think that is why I can really say that cooking and baking is what I really love about food, is that I don't really enjoy going to restaurants. I don't really enjoy eating out per se, and so that is why I don't have the desire to go to certain types of restaurants and eat out on a regular basis, because that doesn't really make me feel really good. It definitely doesn't make me feel as good as buying a new kind of spice, for example, that I haven't tried before. We really had a really strict budget for 2.5 months, and we were actually able to stick to that budget so well. We were under that budget all the time, so we actually managed to go by that budget really well. However, with this changed mindset, we extended the budget just a little bit, so that weekly we have the option to buy stuff that is not really functional but more fun. Wow, I didn't even plan that, fun and here they are. So that is the difference between fun and functional. However, the type of fun stuff that we buy is still functional, because I think if it makes you happy, then it is functional. Because making you happy is really important, especially if you are trying to achieve great things in other areas of your life. And these short-term rewards, I guess, can be important. You have limited willpower to achieve your goals and to stick to your habits, to stick to new habits especially. So that is why you need the fun, functional things as well. So what about meal planning and conscious shopping? Meal planning and conscious shopping, I think, are really useful on an everyday basis, because it makes life so much easier if you go shopping with the purpose of knowing exactly what you need to buy. It just depends on your personality and your personal goals, what you really want to buy. So if you want to buy only the things that you will need for that meal, or if you are allowing yourself a couple of stuff that are really there just to make you feel a little bit better and to give you something to look forward to. Because that is how I feel when I plan to buy something fun, planning how I'm gonna use that particular stuff. And yeah, so as you can see, I really have a thing for cooking and baking. Whoa. So meal planning and conscious shopping are definitely things that I recommend for you to do. You can decide to what extent you want to do it. So the third point is only buying what is necessary, and I guess I have already talked about that to a certain degree. So only buying what is necessary, that is the point where I have extended my philosophy on this entire conscious shopping experience. I don't always buy what is necessary, but it is really great if you are coming from a place of understanding what it is like to buy only what is necessary, because after that you will have the knowledge, the power to decide what is exactly necessary and what isn't. Those experiences can be really helpful on an everyday basis. So we have addressed all the points of this philosophy that I wanted to talk to you about, and that I wanted to share with you how it changed in my mind with this new realization of me really loving baking. But I also wanted to share with you what kind of fun stuff I have bought this week. We have bought this week. I will first give you the definition of fun stuff. So the definition of fun stuff for me is not unhealthy things, because I just don't enjoy unhealthy things anymore. Because I feel like for most people, fun food is mostly junk food or sweets or stuff like that, which in my case is not really like that, because since I don't consume added sugar anymore, I feel like all those cravings for junk food, not really healthy food in general, have stopped. So that is really great, and that is why fun food is considered by me like this. So this is a pomegranate. These pomegranates are really great. The market that we are going to on a semi-regular basis, I have a couple of videos of going to the market as well. So these pomegranates that you can buy at that market are really great. I haven't really seen pomegranates as big before, and I haven't really tasted any pomegranate that tasted this good. So I definitely recommend it. I don't know how they do it, that they even have so much better quality in import products, import produce as well. The second thing for this week is avocados. I'm just showing you this one, but we bought 4 because what I have cravings for sometimes are vegetables and certain types of fruits, and for some reason I was really craving some avocado. I don't know why. So as you can see, these are perfect examples of what I was referring to. These are just things that are not necessarily part of the basic food that you would buy, but these are definitely fun. Another fun stuff that I bought are figs, and dried fruits are just something that I find really useful because I can use them in making added sugar-free desserts, so that is why they are fun. And up until 2 weeks ago I only bought raisins, and I put raisins in everything, but now I can put figs in as well, although these are so delicious on their own that I don't really do that. I don't really put them in anything, I just have them on their own. So the last thing that I wanted to mention are nuts. This is a mixture of almonds, peanuts and cashew nuts. The last item that I want to mention, which I don't really have a functional reason for, is 98% chocolate, which if you have tried going without sugar is really a big issue, that chocolates all have sugar in them, apart from the ones that have really high cocoa contents, 98 or 99%. As I said, I don't really have a rational reason for buying this, because we always have at home some cocoa powder, so having chocolate can be really easily substituted by making some cocoa brownies, cocoa and banana brownies and stuff like that. But for some reason I really wanted to try this chocolate. And that is everything. So I guess this is the end of this little update on how conscious food shopping is going here in Paris. I think the main things that I learned from this journey and from this experiment is that it is really great to first try living on a stricter budget and to really see what you love. And this way, with no distractions, you can really learn what you love about something. And this is, I think, applicable to many different areas of your life. If you really eliminate distractions, then you will be able to judge it more clearly. What are the things that you really love? And at the end, I also wanted to mention that it was really touching that some of you noticed that I haven't put up a video in 1 week. And I just wanted to quickly explain the reason for that, because I want to keep the conversation going between us. So last week I had to attend a teamwork project that lasted the entire week. This was taking up about 90% of the time that I had. So that is what happened last week. It was just a rough patch, but let's just let it go and it will all get better, because actually Christmas is coming, which is really exciting. I think in general it is just so much fun, the run up to Christmas. December is really a fun month. So yep, if you are trying to implement a more conscious way of buying food, and if you are experimenting with a budget, I hope that this video could, I don't know, give you some insight about what we've been doing in the past couple of months in that regard. And thank you so much for watching, and have a really nice day, and do something that makes you feel really good.